For me, what is the difference between a POP-based architecture and a non-POP? I don't know if that's a technical term or not. Non-POP-based architecture.
Yeah.
We may have touched on that earlier when talking about the large carriers having the SD-WAN appliances from another vendor that they're
absolutely
kind of managing. Dive into that real quick to clarify for me.
Sure. So a centralized cloud architecture, UCaaS, Office 365, the instance is over there somewhere. A lot of users don't know or care where it is. And in a lot of cases, if the round trip between that user's device and wherever that application instance is say 300 to 400 milliseconds, it almost doesn't matter because it's email, for example, or SharePoint. But in some cases, that experience needs to be optimized in a different way with lower latency, and that's where having a distributed cloud architecture comes into play. So instead of a centralized node in Dallas, there's a node in every major city with a lot of business users. In addition, all of those distributed cloud nodes need to be networked together so that there's multiple peerings between them so that there's no link failure, there's high resilience. It's a self-healing architecture. But in that manner, you're able to get closer to the user and create a more low latency, more optimized approach. So there's a middle mile optimization that comes into play, as well as the last mile optimization. So it takes it a few steps beyond what we know today to be SD-WAN, and it adds this distributed cloud value into the architecture. In some cases, if you have, like for some customers that have a lot of locations in a really dense area, that middle mile optimization doesn't come into play as much, but we still see a lot of use cases where this, again, collapse and convergence of networking and security and the reduction of appliances at physical locations and the extensibility to mobility and remote workers, there's still a lot of use cases where we have customers that use us in that manner, despite not needing the middle mile optimization as much.